are welcome to I Can Make It with Simon Asamata and David Callistus. We say you can make it. It doesn't matter what is happening. You know, it takes a man that matter to settle a matter. Until you matter, you can't settle the matter. So when matters are arising, they look for men that matter. And when the matter comes, matters will take shape. So we are saying you can make it. It doesn't matter what is happening. You need to encourage yourself. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. And as you talk to yourself, you are looking at your life. You are not where you want to be, but you are not where you used to be. Now you are a work in progress. And you remember we said in this program, the way to success is always under construction. So nothing stops you. Don't say, oh, this is the way they've been doing it. There's always a better way of doing the same thing. So go ahead and create those ideas that will make you the ideal person and walk towards, you know, making it. And you will make it. It doesn't matter what is happening to you today. You can make it. Hello, David.
Yes, sir.
What do we have today?
All right. So yes, we're still talking about creating multiple streams of income. So the question I want to ask you today is, what you are doing right now, is it paying all the bills? You have just one employment, or you have just one business, just one product? Is it paying all the bills that, I mean, that you have for yourself, for your children, for your wife, and for your relatives? Because if it's not, then I think you should begin to think about having other streams of income. And you may not even have to open up different shops for all these other other streams of income.
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, you can have a one-stop shop for multiple streams of income. All right. So somebody who has a shop where he's selling meat pie, you can sell cold drinks there. You can sell cold water there. You can sell recharge card there. And then if you have a little more space, you can even open up a bar and begin to do something. You can even open up a restaurant and begin to sell. So just in one shop, you can have several multiple streams of income, and you will be on your way to becoming the next billionaire.
Wow. You know, when we're talking about, you can even have a bank there.
Yes, sir.
You can even have a bank.
An ATM, yes.
You have some transactions going on. Now, the truth of it is that a lot of people are not putting their mind to work. Put your mind to work. Put your mind to work. Another thing again that stops you from having multiple streams of income, they despise little things.
Little beginning, yeah.
They despise little things.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Let me tell you something. If they tell you that you are a graduate and you are still looking for a job without money in your pocket, forget that thing they are telling you. Do something with what you have so that you can grow. You know, being a graduate is only just informing you that you are ready to learn. It's not that you have known everything. Yes. Maybe they say you are master. You just master one thing. You can't master all
the things.
So you just learn.
Keep learning.
Humble yourself.
Under construction.
Yes. Humble yourself. Keep on humbling yourself. Do those things you need to do. Yes. Listen, there's no job I cannot lay my hands to do. It doesn't matter. If what I want to do now, ask me to take wheelbarrow, I'll push it. It's just to achieve. I've asked myself simple question. If I need to go to do something right now that you might consider that this kind of job, I will do it as long as
it's paying bills for you.
There's this favorite verse that I've seen in the book of Proverbs. I think Proverbs 12 verse 9. He said it is better that a man to work and earn money than for a man to dress fine and beg.
Wow.
Yes. It's better for you to work and earn a living than to be a beggar with agbada on the street. So it's very important.
That's dignified a beggar.
Yes. and yet a beggar have no choice.
Yes.
So you create multiple streams of income. You're shocked that all these things start bringing things into your life. Get down to work. Create it. An idea. A lot of people are afraid to empower their wives. I want to say this to you as a man. See, once you are married with your wife, both of you become, you must have to have a family business. You have family business. And that family business, your wife runs it, while you also go out and check something.
Check all that.
And both of you, with accountability, yes, you will account for it.
For everything.
Let her run it. Then she account for what she's running. And woman, if your husband empower you to do that, don't see it as
family
money,
business, so we can do anything.
Yes. So it's something that will help the family. All hands must be on deck to be able to achieve what we want to achieve in life. You know, what a glorious day when your children cannot be sent home because of school fees. What a glorious day where you can pay your rent. What a glorious day both of you can work together as a team and you can now own a house. What a glorious day for whatever. Take every opportunity. You know, it is very important because, you know, a young person, your youth is an advantage.
Yes.
Now, there's the age you get to, there are some things that you are doing now you cannot do.
Of course.
So you must make haste. You must
while
do
the sun
while
shines.
the sun shines. Don't wait. It's just, for example, now, can you imagine me? I wake up in the morning, I'm training for Olympics, all my liver will fall out of my body. There's time for everything.
Everything.
So the time that we are now is a time where you begin to sit down and plan. Now, but right now, as a young person, and there's something I also see again, is that a lot of young people, they are afraid to get into the married life. They always think, oh, until I have all the money. You have
so much money.
No, you don't need to. Two of you are better than one. Now, as you come with your wife, both of you plan together, you'll be shocked that the little your wife will bring, the little you will bring, before you know it become big.
Yes.
You know, it's very important that you create this multiple stream of income. Your wife, your husband bring, both you and your wife, you put it together, then you look at it, you give your wife out of the allowance, you take some allowance, then the other one you invest it for a greater future.
Yes.
Now you can create this idea and become the ideal person. You know, there are some bankers that I know that have a fashion home, and they are doing well.
They're doing very
they
well.
go to bank, they get money from there and buy machine and put other people, and they are building. There are people. They are creating multiple streams of income. You know, some person, instead of you to buy a car and keep the car and just be used it so that people will know you have arrived. What's stopping from putting that car into Uber? Then, and anytime you want to go, you tell him to come and pick you.
Yes.
Then once the driver is not picking, once you are not in, then it's making money. At the end of the month, you make something. See, you have to earn something. You have to earn something. Increase your capacity. Do the things you need to do, because that tomorrow you are talking about is in the making. Tomorrow is not here yet, but the things you do today, the determinant factor, what becomes of you tomorrow, is very important for us to know that you can make it. You can be committed to what you are doing today, that is the determinant factor for the greater tomorrow you are trusting God for. It doesn't matter where you are today. The way you handle where you are is the determinant factor for where you are going to be tomorrow. So create this multiple stream of income. You know, there is time for everything. When you get to rainy season, I block cold water, don't sell. Then you move from cold water, you enter into something else. Now when that time season pass, you move. There are business that are seasonal. You need to study. You need to check. Yes, you need to check. Now if you also, don't say money, it's not always money. Your integrity can buy things for you.
That's right.
If you buy things from somebody, don't eat people's money. Buy and pay. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is pregnant. Don't pass a door. There's something I practiced over the years that has helped me. I don't pass a door and block it.
Wow.
Yes. I
because
always
you may have to come.
Open.
Yes, you may have to come back to pass.
Yes. Not only that, I can even recommend somebody to go through the door. So I'm always conscious of how I pass the place, my transaction,
and how you leave it.
How I leave it, because my children can pass
there tomorrow.
Tomorrow, my friend can pass this same place. Tomorrow, I can recommend somebody. I say, oh, don't go to that same shop.
Yes.
You know, when as we are still building, when we were building the school, there are some people that gave me material. I bought material in millions. I was not even having money to pay, but I told them, don't worry, we are going to pay. They gave me time.
Yes.
And by the grace of God, we were able to meet up.
Committed.
And today, I still collect.
Go back to them to yes.
You know,
so you have built a relationship here.
So there are so many things you can do. Like I said, your integrity, your character, and
matters a lot.
Can be exported. You can use it as a guarantee to get what you want from creating your multiple stream of income. So once you sell a product given to you, you have nothing. Return it back to the owner. And tomorrow
integrity.
Integrity will save you and deliver you from trouble. And also that when men are saying there's a casting down, you will arise and say
that's a lifting.
So,
you know, as you were talking, I mean, you had mentioned something, and I just saw that one of the good results of creating multiple streams of income is that you become an employer of labor somewhere. I mean, then you add, yes, you add to the economy of families.
Yes.
You know, God will use you to add to the economy of a society. God will use you to even add to the economy of a nation. I mean, look at some of the richest men in countries. It's not entirely what the economy of the country that makes the country survive. It is other, you know, the big, big people who are doing other businesses and they support, you know, the economies of that country. So if you go into multiple streams of income, you are going to become an employer of labor. You can begin to even employ your own people. I mean, you can employ your wife, number one, we said, into partnership. And as you do, even your own children, like your daddy's tenant, who eventually has willed the school to his daughter.
Yeah, but you know the funny thing?
Yes.
One of my grandfather's sons married the senior daughter.
Wow. So everything is coming back.
Everything is still
it's this cycle, yes. Wow.
So the truth of it is, you have to.
You have to,
you know,
yes.
And you know another thing I find out, that because we are not conscious of this family business. You know, I was in America some time ago. I found a place, J.C. Penney. They call it J.C. Penney. It's a shop. And that, as the time I went there, I saw that place. The shop was 100 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, somebody has built something.
100 years old.
And the children,
different generations,
and they are still there. So it's very important for us to always concern what kind of product are we building.
Yes.
And your children might go and learn or study something in school, but because of that thing you have, you
have put inside of them, as a group.
There are some books I have written, I dedicated to my daughter.
That's right.
There are some books I have written, I dedicate to my grandchildren.
Yes.
I said that I dedicate the books to them. Why? I wanted to know that it's possible.
Yes.
And as they begin to read, oh, this is what my grandfather wrote, this is what my father wrote, this is this. So you do things for posterity.
You know, they say, yes, they say that a good man will leave an inheritance for his children's children.
Yes, not the one waiting, not the one
waiting, yes.
And inheritance comes through pattern.
Yes.
Not just the house. You can build your child a house, by the time he comes, that house becomes a hut for you. But it's a pattern. A lifestyle.
A lifestyle, character, yes, pattern, yes.
A way of life. Now when you build it, and by the time they see you, they can't go wrong following that pattern of life.
Yes.
It's very important for us to build these things, and at the end of the day, our children, our children's children can be a part of it. That they will be glad you came. You know, the foundation is not always fine, but if you are a foundation, because you carry the whole load of the family. So a good foundation is very important for us to build on. You can make it. You can succeed. You must think generational.
Yes.
As a man, as a woman, you are listening to us right now. You are in your comfort of your room or your parlor. You must think generational.
Yes.
You must be able to help your family to build a legacy that will live beyond you. You should begin to do things in that direction. It doesn't matter what is happening today. Today it might look as if you don't have anything, but the little you have, God will
committed diligence, yes.
And as you do that, you find out that increase will come. Increase will come. You see, it comes through maturity. Maturity is what leads to fruitfulness and productivity. When a man is mature, he handles things with maturity. The things he handles last in his hand. I'm telling you, you can make it.
So, from that, we actually going to increase your capacity to manage. Increase your capacity to manage. And this capacity is not only money, it's not only to manage resources. You can even increase your mental capacity, the way you think. So if you were thinking small, you can manage your thoughts patterns to a point where you can be thinking very high things, you know, very, very big things. You know, they say that as a man thinketh, so is it. So you are thinking, you know, prosperity, you are thinking a high level. Eventually, that is where you are going to find yourself. So instead of disturbing God with your fasting and prayers, increase your capacity to manage resources. Your talent is part of the resources. Your thought patterns is part of what? The resources. All right? So, we're not saying that fasting and prayer is not good, but what we're saying is that invisible resources are powerful. And they are looking for who can manage them. All right. So God is looking for those who have enough capacity to manage heavenly resources. What's that? Wow.
No, the truth is that God is looking for, because everything was created by God.
By God.
Now, if you look at, let's look at the airplane. Airplane was made by the Bishop children called the Wright brothers.
Oh,
Their
really?
father was
Their
Bishop
father,
Wright.
oh, really?
Yeah, the children came one day and said, Daddy, we can make something that will fly in the air. And the father was laughing. Bishop Wright. It was his children.
Bishop Wright.
So they begin to think in that product. So you see, it's God that gave us idea to become the ideal person. It's wisdom. Look at the computer that we are having. The computer was in a big room, but somebody had the idea. And it's not always in the class. That we are not despising you going to
school.
No, we are saying that plus school, plus the idea you have. Don't kill your dream because you are not a graduate. Don't think that thing can't come to pass because you are not a graduate. No. The guy looked at the computer and said, I can reduce this thing to a desktop.
Yes.
And he started working on it. Today, what do we have?
We have a small
You can't be poor contributing or bringing a new idea into the streams of life. You can't be poor. So today we have tablets. I'm using an iPad here. Reduce. So it's very important for you to know. I remember those days, you see, people keep on thinking. So you increase your capacity. These are heavenly resources. The devil didn't create nothing. He's a thief. If you ever see anything in the devil's warehouse, it's because he stole it. The owners will come after them. I'm coming after mine there. I'm coming with 2 trailer loads. No dog belongs to me there. Just watch me. I'm coming.
Yes.
Can't stop me. I'm coming. I can make it.
I can make it.
That you have stolen, I'm coming after it.
All right.
It's very important for you to know that these are heavenly resources.
You know, as we're talking, it just came to mind that even time is one of God's resources that we need to manage very well.
Time, yeah. You manage.
They say time is money, isn't it?
Yes, everything was around. Time is life.
Life, yes.
With that we are here now.
Yes,
it's part of
time.
our life that we are spending.
It's time.
Here. And you that are listening to us, time of your life that you are using to sit and listen to us. And if you send it to your friend, call somebody to join you, you are also making our life better. Yes. We can decide to dwell on the negative and be complaining and be whining and be complaining and be talking about the economy and be talking about, no, we say we can make it. You can move forward.
Yes.
That rent can be paid. That house can be built. That business can succeed. That opportunity can be sustained.
Yes.
Now we talked about your heavenly resources. No matter how long you pray and fast, God cannot give you resources you can't manage. And this thing leads me to look at when God created this world. He did not allow rain to fall because there was no man to manage it. So God is always concerned about management. Now, if you don't manage what you have, and that's why it's very important. The way you manage what you have is
determines how far you can go, or how much more you can get.
Sometimes God is withholding some things from you because of your mismanagement attitude.
Wow.
Now, when God withhold from you, if you like fast from now to tomorrow, He's not going to release it because you are a threat to the kingdom. You are a threat to these resources. There are some people, by the time they earn more money, they die young. That's why you see most of these boys, they can't manage it. They are going to look for money, and at the end of the day, they run mad. A lot of things happen to them. Let me tell you something. Little by little, growth is not painful. So no matter how you shout, God wants you to manage what is given to you. You know, I was sharing with some people that a young man that want to marry, and he told the father that, oh, he loved this girl, he want to marry the girl. And the father said, okay, you want to marry? He says, okay, I'm going to travel, but before I go, I'm going to leave you with a dog, this small pet. Please help me take care of it. I'll be back. When I come back, we'll discuss your marriage. So this young man said, okay, took the small dog in, and before you know it, the dog messed everywhere up. The guy killed the dog before the father came back.
He couldn't manage it.
He couldn't manage it. So when the father came by, I said, where is the small dog? He said, Daddy, that dog was just messing everywhere. I killed the dog. And the father said, yeah, if I give you a wife, you kill the wife. Because the reason why is because when somebody comes into your space, you need patience.
You need patience to manage the person. Yes.
To be able to cohabit
with the person.
Now, a lot of us, we are looking for resources. Let me ask you, the first 1 million that enter your hand, what did you do with it? What did you do with it? Did you just go and buy clothes so that people will know you have
that
arrived?
you have
A lot of
arrived.
people, they like to do something for people to arrive. That's the last thing me I think about. I'm not interested in what you think, also that you will know that I've arrived. I arrived before you arrive. And my arrival have nothing to do with you. You shine your shine, I shine my shine. I just do my own thing.
Yeah.
So that's just the way it is. Now, but when you take your first 1 million naira and you go and you want to show that you have arrived, and even you are actually expressing and doing those things, they are not seeing you. They are not. But you think they are. They are just looking at you, this guy. They know. So you can be predicted.
Yes.
And you can't be predicted. No, nobody should be able to predict you. Nobody should be able to, you know. For example, a mango does not go to market. People come to it. You have to develop yourself to that capacity
where people will
where
gather.
people will come to you. And when they come to buy a product. And because you have a refined product to sell, your capacity can be so. So listen, you can make it. You can't break through out of that. But what we are looking at is, you say God to bless you, or you are trusting. Listen, what have you done with what you are? God is not interested in giving money to people that want to prove a point. There is nothing to prove. I'm not proving any point. I don't want to prove any point. I'm not interested in your point. And who gave you the barrel to mark my point either? So the only thing is that I'm just interested. I'm just happy doing what I'm doing. And you need to be able, what will you do when you are given an opportunity, you do it without expecting the cost of return? You must be happy over doing things. There must be something that you are doing that you are passionate about. Now look at it. He said, God cannot give you resources you cannot manage. Remember the
Parable of the talent.
The parable of the talent.
Yes, sir.
He gave according to their several diverse ability. Yes, continue.
Yeah, so the one that was given, one went to bury it. Can you imagine what a shame? He was rebuked and punished.
Yes.
And what he had that was not sold, that was not maximized, was taken from him and given to that one who was able to manage his 5 talents.
Do you know I was sharing with some people? I said the reason why you think you are not rich because you are looking at somebody else.
Yes. I was going to even mention that.
Yeah.
You have your own capability and capacity. Just stay there and manage the one that God gave to you.
Yeah. Because you are always looking at people. And they that compare themselves among themselves are fools.
They are fools.
So you don't compare yourself. It's like, for example, let me give you an example. Somebody go to the market and bought a Christmas goat. He called this goat Christmas goat. And there was a goat in the house before. He did not give attention to the goat. That goat was just there. He had been playing. The goat had been there for more than 2 years. But he's purposely go to the market and call it Christmas goat. You know what he does? Every morning he will cut grass and give it to this Christmas goat. And today is 22nd. He's waiting because that goat will die on the 22nd. On the 25th morning. That's how you want to kill the goat. But he's feeding the goat so that the goat can put on.
Yes, capacity.
But do you know what happened to the other goat? The other goat started complaining to people. Since I've been here, nobody gave me grass. I have to sort out grass for myself.
That goat doesn't understand. He's comparing.
I'm telling you. He said, I've been around here, nobody gave me grass to eat. Look at this one, they just put him there. Me, nobody tied me. I'm walking up and down. I'm going up and down. Nobody tied. Nobody even care. What kind of life is this? Nobody care for me. But this or that goat, when God will come, they will just give me grass. That one will just be eating and be swollen.
I'm thinking that is life.
That is life. And the other one was complaining about the life.
The life that was living there.
Do you know what happened on the 25th, on the 26th? He saw that road was empty.
Yeah, correct.
Then he walked around, he was still alive. Then he learned to thank God in every condition he found himself. I want you to know this, that, see, let me tell you, you can succeed.
You can make it.
You can make it. Don't compare your life with other people. The man that they call wicked, slothful, wicked servant. Why? Because he was busy looking at other people. Thank God for the life you have. Thank God for the place you are today. Thank God for the things that you have. Thank God for that job. Thank God for that opportunity. Thank God for that wife. Thank God for that husband. Thank God for those children. Thank God for the nation. Thank God for the country. Thank God for that village. Thank God for every place you find yourself. Even as I'm talking to you, I'm thanking God for the studio. Thanking God for this organization. Thanking God for people that have made it possible for us to be able to communicate this hard truth to you. That you can make it, you can't succeed. It doesn't matter. The man, what did it increase in capacity to manage resources? The money will flow coming to you without struggle,
without stress.
It will come.
And constantly.
It will come. Constantly.
Progressively.
It will come. Why will you sit down there and begin to, a lot of people will just be discouraged and hang themselves. Kill yourself. No. 100 times no. Don't kill yourself. Don't look at another man. That goat will have been complaining. Nobody cares. Look at it since he came since last week. Every time they gave him 3 square meters. My own, I had to sort out for myself. The reason why? Because of the future that you have.
Yes.
This one is terminal date.
No,
just counting the date. Was counting
dates
the,
is
yes,
just
counting the months as weeks, counting the weeks as months, counting the days as minutes and seconds.
Until expire.
At the end of the day, he was nowhere to be found. But where is the other goat?
Still standing.
Until today, that goat is still alive. You say, let me tell you, when Gaiman go jail, Mugu dey for town. You know what I mean? Gaiman, the man that think is smart guy, is in prison. Those guys you think they doesn't know anything. How you don't mind? Now Mugu, he's in town. He has built his house. Mugu has built his house. That boy you think doesn't know anything is not driving the small car.
Yeah.
He's eating. But the guy that is smart everywhere is in Kuje prison. I want to let you know you can make it. Life is not competition. It's always great time coming to share thoughts with you on You Can Make It. I want to thank my brother David Callistus for always coming to
my
join
pleasure,
us in this program.
Thank you so much.
And I want you to know, as you listen to this program, your life will not remain the same. Until I see you again in our next edition. This is Simon Asamota and David Callistus saying,
You can make it.
God bless you.
Amen.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.